That was We Are Young on Power 1575, the Eagle serving America's best. And I am here with... Can y'all introduce yourselves?
Ladies first.
Hi there. How are you? I'm Ellyn Stern.
Good morning. I'm Richard Epcar.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. My name is Neil Kaplan.
And y'all are all voice actors, am I correct?
Yes.
That would be correct.
Directors.
Although, I've got to give the kudos to my colleagues to the left. They've also done a lot of work on camera. And before I even met them, okay, I was fans of some of their work. And we've already had this discussion, but I'm the only one who's just the voice actor. Just.
Thank you, Neil. That's very nice.
Being just a voice actor, there's no such thing as being just a voice actor. Voice acting is this magical thing that I don't actually know a lot about, but I've watched a few videos, and I heard that it's actually really, like, tough sometimes, like depending on the company that you work with.
That's right.
There's a phrase that I was given by one of my mentors, and I really think it's true with voiceover, that he said, it's simple, it's not easy.
Okay.
It's simple when you think about the fact that you're just reading, you're just quote-unquote talking. But it's not easy in the fact that you actually have to play the character, and you can't lean on props or staging or costumes or anything like that.
It's all your voice.
Yeah, it's up to you, the actor, and of course these two are also very talented directors as well.
Thank you. He's our agent also.
He's your agent. Yeah.
Actually, if I can just add to that, Neil, what voice acting really is acting. It's acting without a visual. And so when you go in the booth, you can't use your hands, you can't use your facial expressions, but you have to have the same kind of intense, in-depth development for a character as if you were doing that character on camera or on stage.
So, y'all have a whole lot of experience with voice acting.
Yes.
How'd y'all get started? Like, how did this all begin?
It's her fault. Yeah, she dragged me into this business.
I was doing a Western. This was quite a few years ago, and the casting director at the end asked me if I would like to do some voice work, and I said, yeah. I said, do you need any guys? So he said, yeah. So I asked my boyfriend, who's the guy next to me. And,
not me.
Who later became my husband.
Still not me.
Still is. So we've been married for 37 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
We've been together 39, and that's...
And I'm only 35, so I don't know how that happened.
Well, I'm still in vitro. But anyhow... That's about how long our voice career has lasted.
Long time.
Yes.
Yeah. Through a lot of incarnations.
Yes.
We both started in Robotech a million years ago, which was a little show that we did, and that show exploded. We recorded like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We didn't think anything of it. It was a Japanese anime that Carl Masek had put together and cut 3 different shows together, basically. Yeah. And the show was released on network television. It was one of the first times that had happened, and the show blew up. And from there, we just went on and did tons and tons of other stuff.
We had no idea that there was an audience for any of this until we were invited to a convention, and all of a sudden we said, whoa. And I felt like Sally Fields. You like me? You really like me?
Yeah, it was nuts.
We are that audience. Me and my boys in the background doing camera work right here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
I hear they're your JoJo fans. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Very cool. I love that show, too. It's one of my favorites.
So you watch it? Do you find it weird hearing your own voice?
No, I don't think it's... I've been doing this for 40 years, so if I find it weird, then I'd really be something wrong with me. But I have to say that's one of my... I've done over 600 characters. I do a lot of different shows, but... That's one show that I worked on that I actually watched the show because it was such an intriguing show. I really enjoyed it a lot. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then your start.
Who, me?
Yes,
Oh, I get to jump in? Cool. Yes. Basically, I was the weirdo who did lots of impressions in school and just always...
what do you mean
I've been a big fan... Well, but I'm not in school anymore.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh,
that's the difference. But I was always a big fan of The Voice, not the TV show. I mean the actual voice itself. I've loved old radio shows since I was a small child. There was a TV show before Saturday Night Live called The Copycats that was all impressionists. And so I just started doing voices. I did plays, and it was always kind of vocally based. And I got to New York and studied musical theater, and got hired, oddly enough, to do some voice work on CBS FM in New York. And once I got behind the mic, I felt like I'm home. I am home, and I kind of gave up being a face soon thereafter, and I'm just a voice guy.
Now he's just a couple of feet in the face.
Wow, that's kind of scary. So he gave up the face, didn't you hear him?
So, Mr. Epcar.
Yes.
You are Poseidon in Smite,
yes.
which is one of my favorite games. I actually went semi-pro in that game.
Nice.
And Poseidon was one of my favorite characters. So this
as it should be, yes.
Like, not only you being JoJo, you're also Raiden in Mortal Kombat 11.
In all the Mortal Kombats. For 11 years I've been playing
all of them?
Raiden. Yeah. Oh. For 11 years I've been playing Raiden. Yeah.
That's amazing. And you're also several of the Digimon and Digimon Fusion. You're Hanzo in Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 and Bobobo in Bobobo.
Yeah, I'm sad to say that's true.
That was an amazing show.
And let's not forget the Joker in several Batman games, including Injustice, Gods Among Us, Akuma in Street Fighter, and Ansem in Kingdom Hearts. That's a big one.
Bateau,
Jigen and Lupin the Third. Yeah, Bateau and Ghost in the Shell. I have 600 of them. I'm just going to name every one of them right now. No, I'm just kidding.
So, I know a lot about Richard's here.
They can't see you point on the radio.
My brain is it's processing.
Yes.
So, let them know about y'all's.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Let's
take a couple of minutes. Yeah, I absolutely am using a cheat sheet. You're darn right.
It's okay. Ellen does too. You didn't bring yourself.
Some people might know me as the voice of Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots from Transformers, Robots in Disguise. If anyone watched Voltron on Netflix,
yes.
Voltron, the legendary defender, I was and still am Emperor Zarkon. And there may be some folks out there in the military that done played the game StarCraft 2. I don't know if y'all are fans of Space Marines, but I am the voice of Takis J. Finley. And if anybody played the video game Destiny 2,
yes.
I am Gaul. You're not brave. You have merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. And for any anime fans out there, I was Hawkmon on Digimon, and Madara Uchiha on Naruto Shippuden. Yeah, now you're starting to feel embarrassed. Huh? Now you're starting to feel embarrassed that you made a big deal about everybody else before I came in and ignored me, huh, pal?
This is amazing.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, did you ever watch the show Bleach?
Yes.
You know who Genryusai Yamamoto is? That was me as well. Yeah, I've done Gangens on Star Wars games. Let's see. I'm also Skads from Old Republic. And Bendak Starkiller from Knights of the Old Republic. And on and on and on and on.
I'm starstruck.
But there you go.
This is too much.
Sorry, man. I figured
on overload.
I figured I had to one up the list that we just heard and kind of actually slip into a couple of the characters for you.
Oh, you did. You did it nicely.
And then yours, ma'am?
Yeah, hi. Ellyn here. Well, I'm using my cheat sheet, too, because I've done hundreds and hundreds of games and shows, and I forget. Generally what happens is that I'll be doing it, and I'm announcing it, and I turn to Richard, and I go, what else have I done? Because he remembers more than I do.
Well, we read off of sheets of paper. We don't memorize things anymore, you know?
I do. I'm a classically trained actress. I do Shakespeare.
You just memorize a bunch of your stuff?
Oh, no, I list. I don't remember this stuff.
Sorry.
Are you ready?
Go for it.
Thank you. Let me see. Just looking here. I'm Martha Viss Carbine in Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. I'm Agatha. Go, Jenga! Anyhow, in Pokemon Generations, oh God, my voice sounds like awful.
Remember, kids, never do a voice that you can't do for a 4-hour session.
Yes,
No, I wasn't warmed up. Anyhow, Lupin the Third. I'm in all the Lupin the Thirds. I do so many characters.
Oh, right, I was in that, and you directed me.
Is it your turn?
Yeah,
Is
Richard
it your
directed
turn,
me.
Neil?
Oh, my God.
Or is it mine? Anyhow, Nora Nita, Elena Gotti. I was Rosetta in the new, I'm looking to Richard, the mermaid one.
On mic, Ellen. Stay on mic.
What is it?
I don't know. Blood of the Mermaid or something.
Anyhow, I'm in all the Lupin the Third movies. I also co-directed the series, the Blue Jacket series. I'm in Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. I said that.
Oh, right, I was in that. I was Dozel Zabi. I totally forgot.
The stuff that you mentioned, too.
So everyone was in a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about IWACON just a little bit.
Absolutely.
They can meet us all at IWACON, right?
They can meet you all at IWACON, and that's going to be all this weekend. So on the 5th and 6th,
Come see
from
us.
10 to 6, over at the Lotus Cultural Center.
I believe we're even meeting some of the guests tonight.
Yeah.
So technically, some of the convention begins this evening for some of the guests.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually didn't even know that part. That's awesome.
Yes.
So what made you guys want to be part of IWACON or come
We got
here
invited.
to
Honestly, I did OkiCon last year and had such a fantastic time. And I actually had a nonprofit for a little while to provide entertainment for the troops. So I've been kind of in the mode of actively supporting y'all for a while. And I got an email from one of the gentlemen that I worked with at OkiCon last year who invited me this year and then said, can you think of anybody to bring? And the first two that leapt to mind were Richard and Ellen.
Oh, thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Neil.
Between their experiences as actors on camera, their experience of being actors with voiceover, and being directors, I thought, this is great because they're really interesting guests. So all of the attendees will love them. And trust me, with the two of them traveling together, they're going to be thrilled to be here as well. So I thought making that suggestion was a match made in heaven. And I also made the suggestion of a friend of mine you'll meet in a little bit, J.B. Blanc.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we
Thank you, Neil.
we have Neil to thank for being here, and we're really grateful for that.
But I have to tell you, it's been on our bucket list for forever wanting to come here.
to Japan, we've never been to Japan.
And I've never been on a Marine base before, so this is
I'm glad you
really-
said base.
To be on a Marine base.
It never occurred to me that it was on, but it is now. So anyhow,
But we're
thank you
thrilled
so
to be
much.
here. We're thrilled to be part of the convention, and we look forward to meeting all you guys out there at the con. Come on out and see us.
I've
Please.
got one more thing. Is
Sure.
there paper still in front of you?
No.
Is that paper still?
Paper. We never had a
saw
paper.
We never had a paper.
No paper.
Oh,
Found it.
There we go.
all right.
So, you guys, if you guys could say...
My name is
that-
Name, from Job.
I am Name, job title, and you're listening to Power 1575 The Eagle. Now transform and roll out.
Now do it one more time, but with your actual name and job title.
I am. Sorry, let's try it like this.
That is his real name.
I am Neil Kaplan. I am a voice actor. And you're listening to Power 1575 The Eagle.
Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on.
That was The Bones on Power 1575, The Eagle serving America's best. And I'm here with J.B. Blanc and...
Quinton Flynn.
Quinton Flynn.
That's right.
There are two more voice actors that are going to be over at IWACON. They actually do a lot more than just voice acting, though. What all is like in your portfolio? Because I actually looked through it, and you have a whole lot of stuff that.
Well, first of all, you can't move around this space without tripping over a voice actor right now.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. My name's J.B. Blanc. I've been an on-camera actor for 30 years and a voice actor for about 30 years too. I've been very lucky. I was in things like Breaking Bad, playing a Mexican doctor. I did a movie called The Count of Monte Cristo. And that's why I moved to America. But I'm the voice of Caustic in Apex Legends.
Yes, that's the one I'm super excited.
I'm the voice of Bane in Arkham Origins. I am Cuban Blisk in Titanfall 2. If any of you playing Call of Duty Black Ops, I'm the Merc announcer. Get to the flag now.
Nice.
I was also Rost in Horizon Zero Dawn, who was looking after Aloy. I play Hagrid now in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Metro Exodus, Darksiders, Ulthane, the Big Scottish Giant, and many, many other things. I'm also a voice director, and I voice direct for everything that Blizzard does. So I direct Overwatch and World of Warcraft and Heroes of the Storm and Hearthstone and all those. I also voice direct Fortnite Save the World, and I voice direct League of Legends and all that Dora Wright does. I play Brom in League of Legends. The heart is the strongest muscle. So that's a bit about me.
That's awesome.
Quinton.
Yes. God, I missed that jazzy music. It felt very Austin
nice
Powers.
Yeah,
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
Hey.
As if it never went away.
No. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and got into voiceover and voice acting right out of university. I had moved to Southern California after getting an honors degree, actually, in radio, television, film from Kent State University. And after doing some production and theater and comedy and rock and roll, I kind of latched on to voiceover as a career. Big break was replacing Nathan Lane as the voice of Timon in Around the World with Timon and Pumbaa. And I think that was about 93. And then I was the Human Torch in Fantastic Four, 94. And then 1996 brought us a reboot of Johnny Quest. The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. Come on, Dad. We got to go find Bandit.
That's my childhood.
There you go, baby. And then started segueing into other shows like My Life as a Teenage Robot for Nickelodeon, guesting on Animaniacs, Woody Woodpecker, Billy and Mandy, Grim and Evil, Angry Beavers, on and on and on. And suddenly the video gaming world opened up to actors, and I started with Monkey Island as Mr. Fosse, and then took on the roles of Spider-Man and Venom. I was Gollum and Mary in another iteration of... help me out, JB. What was that?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Thank you. The fans out there know. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings
there we
is the one
go.
you're looking for.
Yeah, I was going to say Lord of the Flies, but no. It's very different.
Different one.
Yeah, it certainly
Watch
is.
out, Piggy.
Any fans out there who know the Kingdom Hearts series, I'm Axel. Reno from Final Fantasy Advent Children. Raiden from the Metal Gear series. And in the world of anime...
Which we worked on together, because I was Boris in the Metal Gear series.
That's right.
With you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I saw you.
It was.
Yeah. And then, in the anime world, Naruka Sensei in Naruto.
Yes.
And in Bleach, the pervy little plushie. Count! I want Rukia! I want to get inside her silky sleeves. What? He's into kimonos. You guys are filthy.
I should go.
So, dude, I'm sure anyone who just heard that is super excited to meet you guys at IWACON. So, what made you guys come to IWACON? Y'all were invited. What helped in the decision-making process?
You know, it's always fun to do cons because what we do in little black boxes a million miles from anywhere in Los Angeles. Well, not a million miles from anywhere. We're in the middle of Los Angeles, but we don't often get to see the results of what we do.
Yeah.
And I think it's important because there can be some sort of distance. You're this kind of isolated thing as a voice. And we spend a lot of our time in booths doing it. And so to get out and actually meet folks who like these games is sometimes quite a shock.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize that so many people are listening to this stuff. And then, you know, if someone's going to pay you to go to Japan, yes, I need to think very little time before that. And also, you know, you guys, especially on a military base, you guys do so much for us. If we can give anything back, then only too happy to do it. Part of what I love about doing cartoons and doing video games is the fans, is the enthusiasm. There goes the jazzy music. It's back. It's back. The jazzy music is back. Thank God.
Hey, baby.
I nearly lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig it, kid. Swing
down now.
Swing, baby.
Real slow.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, giving back is great.
So, is that paper still in front of you?
What he said. Exactly what JB said. That's why I'm here, too.
Yeah, this piece of paper?
Yes.
If that's what you're looking for?
Yes. Could you, one of you, or both of you,
or both,
say that?
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that to transition to the next song.
Okay. So, I am JB Blanc. I'm a voice actor, and I'm going to do this as Bane. You're listening to Power 1575, The Eagle.
My name is Quinton Flynn. I'm a voice actor, known for everything. And I'm going to do this as Sir Paul McCartney. This is AFN Iwakuni's Power 1575, The Eagle. Woo!
That was Jar of Hearts on Power 1575, the Eagle serving America's best. And right now I am here with Steve Bennett and
Matt Frank.
Frank. And what do you both do? You're both artists, right?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
good morning, Iwakuni.
Good
We are
morning,
back.
Iwakuni.
Good morning, Iwakuni. Good afternoon, Iwakuni. Or
Whatever time it is,
Good
our
morning.
internal clocks are all screwed up.
It's all broken.
Well, I guess I'll get this ball started. So I'm Steve Bennett. I used to live here with you guys, so I am definitely back in my home base, my home element. So hello to all you people out there that I know and all of you people I haven't met yet. Looking forward to it. I worked in the Japanese animation as cartoon and animator. I started out as apprentice. Worked in Tokyo, Japan for many years, working on a bunch of stuff. So come to the con and I'll be glad to fill you in more details with exactly what. But let's say Urusei Yatsura, Gundam, and a bunch of familiar titles that I'll be more than happy to elaborate on later. And Matt, what about yourself,
Oh,
brother?
that's me. Well, hey there, party people. I can't stop doing this voice now. Just kidding. Yes. Well, my name's Matt Frank. I'm a comic book artist and illustrator, mostly comic books over the years. My big thing is Godzilla, actually. I worked for Godzilla on the Godzilla comics for IDW from 2011 to 2016, and I've continued to work on Godzilla in some capacity ever since, so about 9 years now. I've mostly been doing recently stuff for a Japanese publisher called Phase 6, based out of Tokyo, and they've been putting out the Godzilla comics, and recently I've been working with them on stuff for Subaraya Productions, mostly stuff like Ultraman, which has been really fun. I've also worked on comics for Transformers, Power Rangers, Mars Attacks, and I did a little bit of Adventure Time recently. I did a Rugrats cover 2 years ago. It was a Reptar cover, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's dope.
And
And since I'm just now meeting Matt for the first time, I'll probably be working with a bunch of those things with him sometime.
Yeah,
But nice
brother.
to meet you, Matt, though.
Yeah, we're around, man.
With Steady Iron Cat, real quick, I forgot to mention I did comics as well, and with Steady Iron Cat, we did Cutie Honey, and again, a whole slew of famous old titles. But
Nice.
just listening to Matt over here, it's like, holy crap. Looking forward to, excuse me, sorry about that, but holy wow. Looking forward to finding out more about him, too.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. I'm just glad to be here, and I'm hoping to meet a lot of folks out tomorrow at the show or all over the weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You chose a really good place to come to because,
Awesome.
again, people here at Iwakuni are just really awesome.
I'm very excited. Good
Yes.
times.
You mentioned that you did podcasts. Feel free to plug.
Oh man, what don't I do? So most of the podcasts I've done are on a website called oneofus.net. They were a spin-off site from there was a really popular network of podcasts called Spill.com back in the early 2000s. Spill.com split up and went in a couple different directions. And I've been doing stuff with oneofus.net and RageSelect.com, which is actually a video game Let's Play series on YouTube. Not for younger ears, unfortunately. Those are pretty vulgar. We get pretty. It's not great.
And as the old timer sitting in this room, I'm just really finding out what podcasts are.
Oh man. Well, I also run my own personal podcast called The Giganticast, where I just talk about Godzilla and kaiju and stuff like that in that genre. Where if you ever wanted to listen to Matt struggle to not talk over his co-host for half an hour or so, which is I did something similar on the Shin Godzilla Blu-ray that came out in the States. I did a little roundtable discussion there where it's, again, half hour of me trying not to be like, no, but here's what you don't understand about feminism in Japanese science fiction circa 1964. But that's just an example of like me being like, word vomit.
So yeah. So mentioning Godzilla.
Yes, sir.
You had something for us.
Oh, yes. I brought a little something, which is to say, I did it in the last 20 minutes or something.
20 minutes?
So I was looking in your lovely little studio here. I see all these fun posters and stuff. Proud Mary, Peace, Dragon, Kuba, and the Two Strings. And I'm thinking, like, sure, there's a lot of lack of Godzilla for being in a Japanese base. So I made a little Godzilla sketch for you guys.
It's really sweet.
So,
Too bad we're on the radio right now.
Y'all over the air can't see this, but he said he did this in 20 minutes, and this is the most detailed drawing I've ever had in my hand. So
well, I appreciate that. I just a little token of my thankfulness for being here.
This is ridiculous.
And I know my graphics friends Seuss and CJ and all them over there at MCCS Marketing. They would just like eat bricks just to look at that Godzilla. Hey guys over in marketing, get back to work.
So, y'all are going to be over at IWACON this year. Are you excited?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes.
What do you have in store for the people at IWACON?
Oh, man.
Well, well, a few things that I do know right offhand. There's going to be, of course, like the voice actors will be doing some cool panels. And then I know with our graphics guys, we'll definitely have to talk about it a little bit more. But they asked us to come and do some, I'll be doing like some animation, like how to do the anime cell painting. Mm-hmm. And I believe, Matt, you're going to be doing some Godzilla artwork.
I'm probably going to be doing some live drawing stuff. Still trying to figure out the logistics of it. But I'm sure they'll have it all worked out by the time we get there.
So either which way we're game to do that, and then absolutely. I know, of course, the cosplay. Yes. Oh, fellas, ladies, these cosplayers that they got for this year,
they look awesome.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they look amazing.
And I think there's a full-on cosplay and all that, and it's for the next 2 days. So and off base, so your Japanese friends and your American friends or foreign friends in general, everybody's more than welcome to attend this time. Because last year it was just myself and David's back too. So. Game of Thrones, he'll be back.
Yeah.
And so I know last year it was just the two of us, and with 800 people just getting all nice and comfortable in Club Iwakuni. But so now we're going to be in a bigger location where we can get real chummy with a heck of a lot more folks. So we're looking forward to it.
Very exciting.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, we also as artists. I'm not sure what Steve brought, but I brought a bunch of posters. I have a bunch of my books here too, a bunch of my comics I've worked on, including a bunch of Godzilla, and I think, and we'll have stuff at our tables too. So if you just want to come by and say hi and pick up we're artists, so we don't charge for autographs, but I don't want to speak out of turn.
Oh no, but, you're right. But artwork, commission.
We have artwork.
Feel free to commission
we have artwork. You can come and buy some of that, and we'll sign it for you if you care. But yeah, man.
And we'll do a lot of free stuff too.
Well, probably, we're just happy to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That should be awesome.
For all you Marines out there, hoorah. U.S. Air Force. Air Force, yay.
So don't be overwhelmed, but I think the voice actors left that paper that's right in front of you.
Oh, right here.
Yes. So they did it. But they're voice actors and did some weird stuff. So do however you feel like it, as long as you get that information out.
So I've actually done a tiny bit of voice acting myself. I was actually a voice in an Ultraman video game last year where I got to be Ultraman Belial. And I got to get like, you will die, Ultraman, like stuff like that. Squeeze a little Frank Welker out of it. But like, so I could either do like, let me see if I can get to, no, not that. It's like maybe more Starscream, but whatever works. I don't want to get too loud here, but I'll just do radio voice. I am Matt Frank, comic book artist, and you're listening to Power 1575, The Eagle.
That was Bad Guy by Billie Eilish on Power 1575, The Eagle, serving America's best. And I am here with two cosplayers that are actually going to be over at IWACON this weekend. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Meisha Mock. Hello, my name is Yui Kanan.
So how did you guys start cosplaying?
I started, I believe, 5 years ago, and I'm not actually sure what got me into it. I used to do theater before, and I think it just kind of bled over, where it was like, I want to go places and wear costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just kind of fell in love with it. It's a gorgeous community, and yeah.
You both look absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I was about to say a bad word. You guys look awesome. I'll just end it at that. So, how did you start, Yui?
When I was young, I was social awkward, and but I changed mind with cosplay, and I thought cosplay has power and of change mind, and yeah.
So you used it to kind of like get out of your introversy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you guys dressed as? Because the people on the radio can't actually see. So, what are you?
Oh, you're first. I am loosely inspired from Princess Mononoke.
I love it.
As the wolf mother Moro. So I have like a wolf headdress on and kind of tethered white clothing to represent her white fur.
Okay. And you?
And I fox cosplay. Yeah, it's
Fox?
original.
Yeah. It looks really cool. You're wearing like a kimono.
Yeah, Princess Fox.
You look awesome.
Yeah.
So, what made you guys come out to Iwakuni? Like, what made you guys accept the invitation for IWACON?
I love IWACON. So, subculture and animation and cosplay, and also connect the world. And I'm love this culture. Yeah.
Yeah. And your reason?
Yeah, the culture, the convention sounded wonderful. It sounded like a very wonderful, sweet con. I was like, yeah, it sounds great. And in Japan, that's wonderful too.
Of course. Being out in Japan it's definitely a opportunity that I don't regret not missing out on.
Yeah.
If I phrased that correctly.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, I have a question. Have you been cosplay?
I've never cosplayed.
Oh.
It's not my thing.
What character do you want?
What character would I
Yeah.
cosplay as?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a really good question. You just caught me off guard. Would I? You know, what's the black dude on Mortal Kombat 11? On all the Mortal Kombats, the one with the
Mortal Kombat.
the one with the robot arms.
Oh, Jax.
Jax, yes. If I were to cosplay, I would do Jax.
This year?
You could cosplay him at the convention.
Yeah,
I have to shave my head.
There's bald caps. You can do that.
Yeah. So speaking of cosplay, y'all are going to be cosplaying at IWACON.
Are you okay?
Yes.
My brain's fried.
Cosplay question threw you off guard.
So like, what all are y'all going to be doing with that? Are y'all going to be like running anything? Or are y'all going to be taking part in the contests? Yeah.
Yeah. Contest?
Yeah, so we're going to be judging the cosplay contest. We have panels. We'll be talking about cosplay, and then booths where we have like merchandise and pictures of our costumes.
Yeah, and if someone get the winner, and someone get the go to TCC, Tokyo Comic Con. Oh yeah, airplane ticket and convention 3D pass.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. For winning the cosplay contest.
That's actually amazing. So, yeah, I think that was all my questions. Can y'all see the paper that's
okay?
Yes.
Hit it up.
There you go. My name is Meisha Mock. I am a professional cosplayer, and this is AFN Iwakuni Power 1575, the Eagle.
It's Iwakuni.
Oh. Shoot. Should I redo it? Is this I'm so sorry. Iwakuni.
Yeah, go ahead and hit it again. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Meisha Mock. I'm a professional cosplayer. This is AFN Iwakuni's Power 1575, the Eagle.
Yes.
Okay. I am Yui Kanan. I am a cosplayer. I have my own company on E+, and you're listening to Power 1575, The Eagle.
Somebody else's car.